is another way to just show you that we are these people. Come on.
So these nations feared Yahweh and served their graven images, both their children and their children's children, as did their fathers. So do they unto this day.
Y'all hear that? The nations that came in after we were removed out of our land, they feared Yahweh, and the reason they feared Yahweh was because the Most High sent lions to devour these people. And these people were a different nation of people moving into our land once we were removed out of our land. And these people began to get ate up by lions. And they had to go back to send a priest from the people who were taken away captive to come back to teach them the manner of the way of this Elohim who was sending these lions to eat them and to devour them up. And they sent this priest back to teach him some of the customs of the Hebrews. But they taught him just enough for the lions to stay away from them. But at the same time, they feared the Most High Yah. But at the same time, they did what? Served their graven images.
That's right.
See, you can't fear the Most High on one aspect because it's the Sabbath day, and then Halloween, Christmas, Easter, and Sunday on the next. You'll serve the graven image. See, that's what's going on. We fear Yahweh on this side to a certain extent, but then over here, we still want to act and be American. I'm proud to be an American. Almost like Paul was doing, right? When he was about to get beat or something like that, he said, hey, I'm a Roman citizen. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a Roman citizen. Are you supposed to beat a Roman like that? But he did say, are they not all Israel? So am I, right? Yes, are they not all Hebrews? So am I.
Yes, sir.
But when it was coming to him going to jail and being touched, no, I'm a Roman. Sound familiar?
Yes, sir.
So people, we know Israelites, we know tribulation is going to come to us. I wonder, are you going to be an Israelite or are you going to be an American citizen? Which one are you going to be? Huh? This is the problem right here. Coexistence. The Most High Yah will not coexist with other gods. He will not coexist. Anybody ever seen this before on back of cars and on banners and buses and all that? This whole idea of coexistence?
Yeah.
The Most High, he's not going to coexist with none of your foreign gods. He's going to be the Most High Yah worshipped by his people. And everybody just is not his people. Are y'all hearing this?
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 4:24, what it say?
For Yahweh thy Elohim is a consuming fire, even a jealous Elohim.
That's why he's not going to coexist with you and your other mighty ones. Because he's a what kind of God?
A jealous Elohim.
Come on, Deuteronomy 6:15.
For Yahweh thy Elohim is a jealous Elohim among you, lest the anger of Yahweh thy Elohim be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth.
So the Most High that we serve is what?
Jealous.
Okay? Come on, Exodus 34:14.
For thou shalt worship no other God, for Yahweh whose name is jealous is a jealous El.
Are y'all hearing it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
See, he ain't gonna share you with nobody else. Almost like a husband won't share his wife with no other man.
That's right.
Y'all hearing that?
Yes, sir.
Leviticus 23:23. Let's talk about it.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, ye shall have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation.
So we need to understand that the Father is jealous of us. We need to understand that there's things that we have forgotten as his people, and we're celebrating the Feast of Trumpets. And this passage of Scripture, this Scripture you just read, it talks about a memorial of blowing the trumpets, a holy convocation. All right, so we got to talk about what is this, what are we trying to remember, what's going on, what is he trying to get us to see and understand, because we have forgotten the ancient paths, and we have lost our history, our heritage, and our identity as his people. What is the memorial of blowing the trumpets? Y'all ready to know?
Yes, sir.
All right, to remember. The word memorial means to remember, means to recall, means to call to mind, to be brought into remembrance, to be remembered, to be thought of, to be brought to mind, to cause to remember, to be reminded, to make mention, to record. He's He's telling us that we're blowing these trumpets to remember something. Because we have truly forgotten what it is that we're supposed to be doing and how we're supposed to be living our life. Y'all hearing that? Here, not only did he say it was a memorial of blowing the trumpets, he said it was a holy convocation. In other words, the word holy means set apart. Everybody say set apart. Set apart. Convocation has to do with a gathering, coming together. Because in this, country, we got a hard time with coming together. Because everybody has their own perspective. Everybody has their own school of thought. That's why this book, this word is not given to any private interpretation. We're going to have to see is what the Most High Yah saying true. We're going to have to make sure, prove all things, and only hold fast to that which is good. Y'all walking with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is a holy convocation. This is a set-apart day, a gathering, and we're rehearsing something. We're remembering something. We're bringing something back to mind as we rehearse this. First question I want to ask you, who is speaking, Yahweh or Moses? Because people will tell you, you talk about them old feast of Moses. Moses gave the children of Israel a feast. Y'all ever heard about the feast of Moses? No. Y'all ever heard that before? They call Yahweh's feast the feast of Moses. So we're going to clarify that by asking the question, who's speaking? Is it Yahweh speaking, the Most High, or is it Moses speaking? What did it say, brother? Leviticus 23, what did it say?
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying.
So who's speaking?
Yahweh.
Who's doing the talking?
Yahweh.
The Most High is doing the talking. Okay, let's see what the Most High said to Moses. Okay, come on.
Speak unto the children of Israel, saying.
No. Speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
Speak unto Christians,
Israel.
Muslims,
Israel.
Mormons,
Israel.
Baptists,
Israel.
Apostolic,
Israel.
Catholics.
Israel.
Speak unto who?
Israel.
Y'all seeing that? So Moses was speaking to who?
Children of Israel.
Okay, come on.
Saying in the 7th month, in the first day of the month.
So he's talking to Israel, telling them to do something. Okay, what they supposed to do?
Shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation.
And he's talking to Israel, his people. He's giving them the command. Come on.
Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh.
Hallelujah. So what are we being reminded of in the past? And what are we to look forward to in the future? Because he's telling us to remember something for a reason. Something that we've done in the past, but also something that's supposed to remind us of something in the future. Because he wants us to constantly do it. Are y'all hearing it? Yes, sir. Okay? Exodus 19, 1 and 2, what it say?
In the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai.
Come on.
For they were departed from Rephidim, and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness. And there Israel camped before the mount.
All right. Exodus 19 and 9. Come on.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever.
So what we see is them coming out of Egypt, and they're camped at the mountain of the Most High Yah. All right. When Moses went to get the children of Israel and deliver them out of Egypt from Pharaoh, y'all know about the story when Moses went down to Egypt land, right? Yeah. All right. He went down there to take them out from among the Egyptians to bring them to the same mountain where he saw the burning bush burning. Okay? And he was taking them back to the same experience that he had. So he brought them from Egypt. Now they're camped around the mountain. All right? Now, Moses is talking to Moses. Moses is talking to Moses. And he's letting them know that he's about to speak to the children of Israel. And when he speaks, the children of Israel, without a shadow of a doubt, are going to believe Moses forever. Is this why? Could this be the reason why our Bible is translated over all into every languages all over the world? Because the Most High actually spoke to him, to Moses, in Hebrew, and he said, they will believe you forever. Y'all hearing this? Okay? So, go on. Verse 12.
And thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, Take heed to yourselves that ye go not up into the mount.
So I like that. Take heed to yourselves. We have a lot of people who want to point the finger at everybody else, but they never want to take heed to themselves. What did the Most High say?
Take heed to yourselves.
You need to take heed to yourself. Stop worrying about everybody else and start focusing on yourself.
Hallelujah.
Not in the sense of being selfish and it's all about you. Not in that sense at all. But when it comes to his commandments and what he's saying, hey, the Bible says save yourself from this untoward generation when it comes to his commandments. Everybody ain't going to believe these commandments and do them and want to do them. So because they don't want to do them and they don't believe it, hey, you got to save yourself. Y'all hearing that? So he said, take heed to yourself. Come on.
That you go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whosoever toucheth the mount shall surely be put to death.
You see that? Whosoever. So that lets you know this is an individual thing when it's all said and done.
Right.
Yes, Israel shall be saved with an everlasting salvation. World would not end. But at the same time, are you going to be saved? Are you going to be counted among Israel? And among the remnant, like we say. Y'all hearing that? Okay, come on.
There shall not an hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through, whether it be beast or man.
Are y'all hearing this kind of language? He said, it better not be one hand. Whatever hand touches it is the same hand of that person that's going to die. Okay, come on.
It shall not live. When the trumpet sounded long, they shall come up to the mount.
So, when they hear this sound of the trumpet, what are they supposed to do?
Come up to the mount.
They're supposed to be looking and paying attention to what's going on, what's about to happen, what's about to take place. Okay? And it was a trumpet sounding long. Okay? Very important. So the trumpet sounded to inform the people and the children of Israel that the Most High was getting ready to come down and speak with them. Everybody got that? Okay, Exodus 14, 19 and 14. What does it say?
And Moses went down from the mount unto the people, and sanctified the people.
Stop right there. Moses went down from the mountain unto the people and sanctified the people. Uh-oh. How could Moses sanctify the people? Good question, ain't it? But I want y'all to see that. It was the one in charge sanctifying all other people. Moses was in charge. He was the leader. And he was the one sent to sanctify the people. Because he was the one who had the word of the Most High Yah. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what the Most High required. And that's how some of you are. You don't know what the word say. You think you know what the word say. Moses went down from the mountain unto the people and sanctified the people. Y'all see that? Come on.
And they washed their clothes.
And they washed their clothes. What if you had somebody that said, I don't want to wash my clothes. I think my clothes okay. Would they have been sanctified?
No.
Okay? So they washed their clothes. Come on.
And he said unto the people, Be ready against the third day. Come not at your wives.
I always looked at that and was like, man, what was that all about? Be ready against the third day and don't come at your wives. Talking to the men. Don't be trying to get with your wife. You gotta, none of that can go on right now. You can't do that. Are y'all hearing that?
Yes, sir.
The reason why he's saying that is because now Israel is as a whole the bride. So now he said, men don't come at your wives because all of y'all are now my bride. And I'm about to come and speak to my bride, my people, corporately. Are y'all hearing that?
Yes, sir.
So that puts everybody on the same level, same playing field, because now the Most High Yah said, I'm about to come talk to my bride, and to my church, and to my people.
Hallelujah.
Ain't no need for all of that stuff that y'all want to do in the earthly realm. After I get through speaking, then you can go back to all that. But right now, I'm about to show you what a sanctified and holy people look like. Are y'all hearing this? So he told them to be ready. Everybody say, be ready.
Be ready.
And y'all got to be ready too. All right? You got to be sanctified. So the people had to be sanctified, or Kodesh. Okay? They had to wash their clothes, and they had to be ready. So what three things did the people have to do before the Most High Yah spoke to them, or they were in his presence? They had to first be what?
Sanctified.
Secondly?
Wash their clothes.
And thirdly?
Be ready.
Now, how many people that we see, churches filled all over the world, they invite the Father to come talk to them and speak to them and have his way, and they ain't did none of this yet. They're inviting the Father into a day that ain't even his, a day that he didn't sanctify or set apart. Are y'all hearing this?
Yes.
But yet and still they said, Father, come and have your way in here. Come on and sit among us. Do what you want to do and have your own way. The people before, children of Israel, they couldn't just do whatever they wanted to do and expect the Father to show up and talk. And that's what I'm saying to y'all. You can't do what you want to do and then say, oh, the Father spoke to me, or the Father said this to me, or the Father, no, he ain't. Because if your life has not lined up with what his word said, we know he ain't speaking to you.
Amen.
Are y'all hearing that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Exodus 19 and 16, what it say?
And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings, and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled.
When they heard this trumpet, it wasn't a trumpet that sounded like a toy trumpet. This trumpet, when it blew, it was exceedingly loud. It was so loud that when the people heard it, everybody started trembling. And this trumpet is going to sound again in the future. And when everybody hear it, everybody going to be trembling. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Y'all hearing that?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with Elohim. And they stood at the nether part of the mount.
So they brought the people, he brought the people up to meet the Most High Yah, the creator of the universe. Ain't that a beautiful picture? He brought the people to meet the creator. I'm going to show y'all, I met him at this burn. I'm going to show y'all how he's speaking. Here, I'm going to bring y'all to meet who the one who told y'all I was thinking about. I heard y'all cries. And I'm going to take you now to meet him now.
Yes.
What happened?
And Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because Yahweh descended upon it in fire.
Ooh, wait. The whole mountain was full of smoke. And he descended upon it like fire. So you got a mountain that's smoking with fire, clouds, a loud alarm, and a horn going on. Everybody standing up like, man, what's going on? Moses saw all of this. Watch this. Hebrews 12 and 29, this is why he came down as fire.
For our Yah is a consuming fire.
The Most High Yah that we serve is a consuming fire, which means he burned away everything that's not like him. Anything fire touches, it never can stay in its original state. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So if he's in you, that means you shouldn't remain the same. You can't
Right.
remain the same.
That's right.
He's a consuming fire. This is the scene. This is what it looked like. Mountain on fire, children of Israel at the nether part of the mountain, and they looking and gazing at this sight. This mountain is on fire. That's what it looked like. The mountain is on fire, smoke. Thing is trembling, quaking, and this is what they saw, a vivid picture of this. They there in action in real time, looking at what's going on. Our ancient ancestors. Y'all hearing this?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
And the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long, and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and Elohim answered him by a voice.
Are y'all hearing that? Moses said something, and then the Most High answered him by voice that everybody could hear. Powerful. I don't know what Moses said. Did he say hallelujah? Did he say thank you, Jesus? I don't know what he said. But whatever he said, the Father answered him by voice. Now think about that. Now you got to get out of science fiction, because we've been trained in not what? So you got to get all the American stuff out of your mind. You know, special effects, all that. You got to get all those things out of your mind. When Moses spoke, the Most High Yah, the creator of the universe, spoke back by voice. And all of the people heard him. Not one microphone. But everybody heard him. They heard his voice. They heard the voice of the creator of the universe. Come on.
And Yahweh came down upon Mount Sinai, on the top of the mount. And Yahweh called Moses up to the top of the mount, and Moses went up.
Ain't that something? Moses, come on up here. Wow. And Moses said, all right, yeah. Yes, sir. He came on up. Now that's what it means to be called by the Most High.
Hallelujah.
Different, put a whole different perspective now on it, don't it? Yes, sir. When the Most High calls your name out of all these other people, he's calling your name. That's why it says many are called, but there's only going to be a few that's going to be what? Chosen. So the trumpets blasted, proceeded before the presence of Yahweh fell on Mount Sinai. And we need to know that as a pattern. The trumpets blow, and then the presence of Yahweh falls. And we sort of did that today. We sang a few songs. Then I said, Jeremiah, blow the trumpets. He blew the trumpets. Then we started singing the song, You Are Here in This Place. There's nothing impossible for you. There's no one like our Yah. Y'all seeing what's going on here? Because we're just rehearsing this thing. We practice the righteous acts. We rehearse them. All right? So the trumpet's blast always precedes Yahweh coming in. That's how he comes in. What else was the trumpets for? Numbers 10, 1 and 2.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Make thee 2 trumpets of silver, of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps.
So we see the trumpets being used. Come on.
And if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before Yahweh your Elohim, and ye shall be saved from your enemies.
So the trumpets are used for 3 things. Gathering of the people, to bring the people together. There's a trumpet that's blowing, trying to get us together. Everybody can't hear the trumpet right now, but it's definitely blowing to get his people together. Y'all will be amazed how many calls I get from people, calls and inboxes and emails of people that saying, I'm waking up to Torah. I'm waking up to this truth. Can you explain some things for me? Can you come on? Can I come by your house? Can we sit down and talk? Can I get you some coffee? You just sit down and talk to me about this way. Because all of a sudden I'm waking up to things I never saw in the Bible in my life. Somebody say, we're waking up.
We're waking up.
So he's gathering the people. Not only is he the Father, and guess what? This is the Father's doing. And it's marvelous in our eyes.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
He's the one gathering his people.
That's right.
I'm not doing it. Trust me. He's doing it. The second reason for the trumpets is the journey. It's not the journey. The children of Israel had to go somewhere. Had to go to a place. Had to be some kind of movement going somewhere. Are y'all following this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So he's gathering his people so that we can go somewhere. And then lastly, the trumpet sounds because of an alarm or for war. That was the reason for the trumpets, okay? What was the 3 reasons for the trumpets blowing? All right. Numbers 10 and 9, what does it say?
And if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before Yahweh your Elohim, and ye shall be saved from your enemies.
Look, ain't that beautiful? Blow a trumpet, blow an alarm, and if your enemy is, doing something to cause you to be oppressed, he said, Yahweh will save you from your enemies.
Hallelujah.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's it. Here's your horn. You blow that when somebody's bothering you. I'm going to be over here. What the trumpet at, Jeremiah? Blow the trumpet. Blow the trumpet. Jeremiah is in trouble. Somebody's oppressing him. Come on. Where they at? Bam, bam, bam. Now y'all can go. Ain't that beautiful?
Yes, sir.
He said you're going to blow the trumpet when your enemies are doing what?
Oppresseth you.
Oppressing you. Anybody feel oppressed by the enemy?
Yes, sir.
Huh? We got natural enemies and we got spiritual enemies.
Yes.
Y'all just got to talking about how y'all minds been, right?
Yes.
Y'all mind just thinking all kind of stuff. Demonic spirits putting thoughts in your mind. Hey, why don't you sound the alarm so that you can be remembered by the Most High Yah, so that He can save you from your enemies.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Your spiritual enemies.
Yes.
That's right.
Depression. Lust. Deception. Are y'all hearing that?
Yes, sir.
Depression. Anger. Ooh, we can go on and on, can't we? Got a whole lot of spiritual enemies on.
Yes, sir.
Notice when the Israelites blew the trumpet as an alarm, Yahweh would remember them and He would save them from their enemies. I guess this is why we ain't been saved. Because they definitely shooting us all in the street, ain't they? Are y'all hearing that?
Yes.
I guess this one. See, you have to understand, we fit the prophecies in the book. Every nation on the face of this planet has a government and they have a landmass. If I say Chinese, what are you going to say?
China.
If I say Korean, what are you going to say?
Korea.
And I can go on and on and on and on and on. Because every nation has a government that defends them and it has a landmass to point to. Now, black. Where's the government at? And where's your landmass? African American. Where's your government and where's your landmass? Show it to me. Ain't that something? Because we as Israelites, we only have one government. And we only have one person that's supposed to save us and fight for us on our behalf. Didn't he tell them, this battle is not yours, it belongs to the who?
Hallelujah.
He said he gonna fight.
Yes, sir.
So I say, let Yahweh be praised and let his enemies be scattered.
Hallelujah.
I thought y'all would be saying more hallelujah than that.
Yes.
I said, let Yahweh be praised and let his enemies be scattered.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So we got to praise the Father. We got to lift him up. Hallelujah. So we hear the sound and we are remembered by the Most High Yah. And he would save us from our enemies. Y'all following this so far?
Yes, sir.
All right. Joshua 6, 3 and 5. Let's see this scenario.
And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days.
Come on.
And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times. And the priests shall blow with the trumpets.
All right.
And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him.
It all took them first being able to hear the sound of the trumpet. Somebody say, Father, give me ears to hear. And give me a heart to receive. See, if you don't have an ear to hear, you ain't going to hear it anyway. See, he told Isaiah, lift your voice up like a trumpet in Zion and show my people their sins and their iniquity and their transgression. How many people you know you have told this truth to and they can't hear you one bit whatsoever at all? You tell them it over and it's one, they dull of hearing. They cannot hear this truth. Faith comes by what?
Hearing.
Hearing by the word of
Yah.
How can they hear without a
Preacher.
and how can he preach except he's been
Sent.
Come on in here. So you got to hear the sound of the trumpet. You got to hear it. Joshua 6 and 13.
And 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of Yahweh went on continually, and blew with the trumpets. And the armed men went before them. But the rear reward came after the ark of Yahweh, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets.
Okay, so that's showing us a picture here. Come on.
And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times.
Come on.
And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for Yahweh hath given you the city.
That's a good thing to do, ain't it? When you hear the trumpet, shout. Go ahead, Jeremiah, blow the trumpet. Let's see how they're going to be obedient.
How can they hear without a preacher?